Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Um, the first thing that we are going to talk about, see, this basically is reading, which is very specific to a person that I really know. Well, she's been going through some real bad times lately, and with this moon entering the new moon cycle, right? So the skies are like different, and there are so many meanings, and different people are just feeling the effect in different ways, right? So I always come across many people who keep coming and telling me that wow, I just lost it. I don't know what the hell, but I was just not able to just control myself. I don't know. I just lost it, and I was just talking to my husband in such harsh voice, and he started just yelling at me. I just couldn't control myself. I was just out of control. I don't know what was happening with me, right? When these kind of things happen, when the skies are acting differently, these kind of things are inevitable. So this keeps happening every month when you have the skies, when you have the new moon cycle and when you have the full moon cycle, especially in such strong signs. When you have them, you have the effect which is like really profound, and it hits certain people really hard. So it depends upon their sun sign, right? Their astrological charts and lots of other things, isn't it? So I'm talking about a person that I really know who had a lot of money. She got married, and her husband was like perfectly fine. He had a job. They had a house which they owned, which belonged to her husband, and everything was fine. She has two kids, one girl and one boy, and they are like fine kids, and there's nothing to just actually complain. But then, the tables have really turned right now with her husband's dad passing away, and her husband's mom, she's fallen into dementia, so she doesn't remember things. So it's like, oh my god, why am I just going through so much of shit? Like, why am I not able to get my shit together? Why am I not able to handle these things by myself? Because right now her husband has just given up on everything, because he was very close to his parents, and now he is not with his father anymore, because he's just passed away. And every month there used to be huge bills which was just paid, and my friend used to take a lot of money from her parents, and her parents are still ready to help, but then she's feeling really bad. And 2 days back, it's exactly when the new moon was happening, right? So the skies were different, and she just completely lost it, and just he was way out of control. So he started saying that if you guys want to leave, you can just take back your bags and everything. You're free to leave, and I'm just such a worthless person, this, that, because he has actually lost his job, right? So nearly 5 to 6 to 7 years this has been happening, and now is when she just looked for help. She asked for help, and I was very happy to help her. Come on, these kind of things happen, and there's always something which is inevitable in life. There is a fall in life. It means that it's gonna change. When you fall, you really need to get up. So if you don't fall, how are you gonna get up, right? We sleep and we get up every day in the morning. So, and there's a night, and then comes the light, right? So without the night, how will you actually see the light? So it's something like that. This is what I kept telling her, like, just to concentrate on the nice things and stuff. So I just took out these cards. Basically, I meditated on it quite a bit. I have these beautiful gods with me. Like, I'm a psychic. Like, I would say that these things just found me, rather than saying that I just had an interest and I learned them. Well, no. There were certain things that happened in my life which were just unexplainable, which just got me into questioning things. I come from a family where my dad was an atheist, right? So these things never made sense to him. And because of him, the whole family was dragged into more of questioning, because we are like highly educated, and we all thought like, yeah, so I know what, dude. It's kind of cool to just question every damn thing, and just you become such an idiot after you just realize, oh my god, you just don't know anything. Where is the answer to something as simple as, where did we come from, right? So if we come from a particle, if we come from an atom, if we come from a piece of paper, if we come from a candle, if we come from whatever goddamn thing it is, right? Where did that particular thing come from, right? So nobody has an answer for that. So it is something which is infinitive, right? So nobody can just confirm and say that this is the thing from which we came. And if that is the thing from which we came, where did that thing come from which we came? Ha 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 ha. Exactly right. So it all just rolls down to that great question which does not have an answer. Right, so that's how I got into this, and I'm gonna just do this because I had been helping people out from problems through doing Vastu Shastra, like, just setting the energies in the house, cleansing the house, cleansing the atmosphere, like, just concentrating on the furniture which is kept where the clocks are there, where the utensils are kept, where is the kitchen, which side does your mom face when she's actually cooking. And these kind of things really don't matter when things are just going on in a right way, but then it really matters when things are just going to dogs, right? So that's what happened with my friend, and this is the spread that I just got. I used the Rider White. Yeah, any tarot reader is gonna swear by it because it's so ancient and so damn accurate, right? So this is the spread that I took out, and let me tell you one thing. The thing that I actually spoke about to my mom, and I had the discussion with her also, because I had actually meditated on the cards of Mary Queen Angels, right, by Doreen Virtue. Like, you can see these beautiful cards, right? So I had actually done my meditation here with these cards like a couple of days back, and I've just taken the messages which just came here. The preliminary messages that I got were very much in support of starting something new, and just leaving the old at the back and stuff like that. Very positive messages were just there and that. Like, okay, let me just not talk about that, but I'll tell you something more shocking. If in case you are just thinking like, does these tarot readings work and stuff like that, let me tell you this. So me and my friend, we had this conversation, and I told her, you know what, just forget about your husband. If your husband is not willing to work, just let him be. Let him not work. If he is all doom, gloom, let him just be the gloomy, doomy, whatever. Let him just shut himself up in a room. Let him just not think of anything else. Let him just brood and make everybody sad, and let, more than everybody else, like, he's the person who's going to be really, really, really sad, right? So if he wants to just go and meditate on that energy of just making yourself feel useless and sick, if he wanted to do that, I asked my friend to just let him do that. I told her not to get engulfed in that powerful energy of darkness. Darkness will really breed in you. It breeds in you, and it grows if you're going to give that energy in its hand. So if anybody's having the dark energy around them, and if they are trying to instigate you, if they're trying to just pull you into the darkness, do not fall into it, because it's completely in your hands, absolutely in your hands, to just decide your future. If you are going to just dance according to the tunes of someone else just because they are saying that their life is sad, and because that's sad, like, that's how I'm gonna be, and if you're gonna let that just get into your body, your mind, and let that just infiltrate into your friends and your family, your kids, and that's it, you're just ruined, right? And the person I'm talking about, she's a number one. Her numerological charts is like a beautiful thing. She is actually a September born, right? And she has a number one for her life path. For God's sake, excuse me, you're a number one, so you should not be thinking so much about failure. You have to get up on your toes and feet and just get up and running and do something, and unless and until you're not going to help yourself, the universe or God is not going to be able to guide you. The angels will not be able to help you. So this is what I was just telling her in the preliminary reading that I just did, like, more of an intuitive reading than using the cards, because I just use my intuition a lot, right? I have a complete feeling that I'm always, like, blessed to be in contact with God all the time, with the angels and the spirit guides all the times, every single second of my life, right? So, and then, so this is what we had. The conversation went like this, and then I told her something. So take take the responsibility, take everything, take the power from him into your hands, keep it inside your hands. You just cannot give it to someone else. Someone else cannot decide your life. If he's not going to work, what the hell are you sitting and doing in your house? Like, get the hell out. I mean, you have done something. She's done a beauty course, she's done a fashion, she has a fashion degree, she in fashion designing she has a goddamn degree, and like, what the hell are you doing? I mean, like, why have you not been working? First of all, point number A is like, why haven't you been working for the past like 6-7 years? What the hell were you doing, right? So where's the gratitude? Had you had the gratitude, you wouldn't have just wasted, just enjoying the life for 7 years. All right, 7 years was enjoyable. Now that like hard things have just hit you on your face, right? I'm sorry, it is like before the 7 years when she was enjoying, and for the past 7 years things have been really bad. So I'm talking about the time when she was enjoying, before these 7 years. So the gratitude wasn't there. So it was like she was just living her life as she wants, just like that, because everything was beautiful at that time. So, right? So this is what she was doing, and now she's just hit the rock bottom. Like, her husband is not working, the house is all doom gloom, and you have a patient who's having dementia in your house, and somebody has just passed away. The kids have become all doom, all gloom, completely gloomy babies, and then you become doom gloom too, right? So where is the answer? And I told you, you have to start something, start a business, start something, start working. You have to just, it's only for the people who get the answers. If you're just gonna sit and not look for the answers, you're not gonna get any answers. God only helps the one who helps himself. Or try looking, look for the key, you'll find the key. And if you're not gonna do that, you're not gonna get anything at all. So, right, so this is the conversation we had. I literally pointed out to have a business started, to have some trade relationship with someone or something like that. In fact, even me, and I had the same conversation. I repeated the conversation when I got back home to my mother too. So now when I took the cards, this is what happens. This is the power of tarot, especially this ancient tarot, which is made by Rider Waite. This is the quintessential thing that you must have in your tarot deck if you're a tarot reader, right? So these are the cards that I pulled out. The first one was the Ace of Wands. Okay, this beautiful card, this beautiful card. This is the Ace of Wands, and this basically just means, something which I just said. It is all about work. It is all about work, and it's about creation, how you can create new things in your life, and how this is really going to be successful and prosperous. If you start working on it, it's really going to help you and guide you through the process. So this is something that I told, and something which is even more shocking is that this card always points towards enterprises, right? So enterprises are like, it's goddamn business. It's just business. It's just straight away business. You know what it is. So it's trade. And that's exactly what was on my mind. I said, make the bucks. You need the money. Where's the dough? Right? So you need to make that. You just have to just get up on your heel and just start doing things by yourself. Just take the power from him. Do not give the power to anyone else, because you are the one who has to just fend for yourself. Nobody's gonna do that for you, right? So that was his card right when I just took my first card. This was my first ever card that I just got from my friend. It's really going to help her a lot, because this is a confirmation from God, my dear, beautiful, wonderful, sweet God, who's my dear friend, my dearest friend. So this is the first card, this coming as an affirmation for me to just tell her, babe, this is what you have to do. Get into the business. Stop putting your creativity into it. Just do something about it, and you're going to get the results. Okay, this is just one for you. And the next card that I just take out, come on guys, you should be knowing too. Like, what are coins? Coins just mean money, right? This is the card that I got, which is the Eight of Pentacles, and it obviously means a lot of money is going to come, and if you put the right efforts, you are definitely going to see the results. All right, so this is also something which denoted business, right? And I had this set up because I was doing this beautiful reading for the home of my wonderful friend, right? She was born in September and for some reason, this is my wonderful God. I will definitely make a video just explaining how special. This is from India, right? So I'll tell you what this whole thing is about. It is so esoteric. It is so close to my heart. So someday I'm gonna make a video on this, right? So, and I had the umbrella. Like, I just got the sticker. It was just coming outside, and it had to show itself to me. It wanted to be inside the reading. So basically, it's like the home is going to be guarded, you know, by the umbrella. For people who are born in September, she is born, to be exact, her birthday is the 12th of September, okay? And her brother, I'm so sorry, her husband is also a September born. He's the 21st of September born guy, right? So that's what. So the first two cards were so affirmative. It was like exactly what was there in my mind, exactly what I just told her without just saying anything in my cards. Because this is my intuition. I do a lot of counseling. Me and my mother, we just give counseling just like that because I have an educational background which is just absolutely not related to esoteric stuff like tarot reading and astrology and stuff. That is completely different. But then I am more educated when you just look at my educational details, okay? So that means that a lot of science has to do with me, right? So, but just look at this. How can I not believe all these things? That's why I'm into this business. That's why I'm into the business of helping people and just bringing more people to just become aware of the accuracy of these obvious things, right? So one card which was about business, one card which was about trade and stuff like that, and then I have the pentacles, which are the 8 of pentacles, and they are all about money too. So money's gonna just roll into them. And the third card that I pick up is the page of wands, okay? The page of wands. So what is this? If you just look at the illustration, he's just standing on firm ground, which is a little, you know, up and down because it's having a hilly terrain kind of an appearance, and he has one wand and he's just holding to that wand, right? He's just holding to that one wand and just wondering about that one wand alone. So tarot cards is just not about like interpreting exactly the stuff that is just given in the illustration, okay? It's about your intuitive ability. So what this says about this particular card for me, the traditional reading would say that this man is someone who is a dark man, dark, by dark I don't mean to say his character, I mean to say that he has darker skin, right? He has beautiful darker skin, if I may put it that way. But the shocking thing is, my friend's husband, when you just compare her complexion and her husband's complexion, he's on the darker side. So he's all about himself right now, right? So he doesn't want to do anything. He's just saying that, wife, you know what, you can get out of my house. I don't care what the hell you're gonna do. If you want, you can just pack your bags, and please pack your children also. Just get the hell out of my life, because this is how I'm gonna have my life, right? So I'm not gonna change anything for you guys because I am just worthless and I cannot do anything in my life. So just get out, right? So this card very much reflects that. This guy is all about his wands. It's all valuing about, like, you know, just thinking about the same things that he has just got himself into. He thinks that, oh my god, you know what, I just want to concentrate on this particular wand. I don't want to do anything else, okay? So this particular one, wand card that I have got is not giving me anything which is super positive. So this is something which is the third card, which wasn't that positive, that I got in the reading for her, right? And the next one, I had to clarify this card, right? Because I was just wondering, like, what the hell was this, right? I just wanted some more information, so I went into it, and I got a little more. Just like I have the silk spread, which is just beautiful green color. It's just amazing, right? I'm gonna have my shop, and there'll be many items which is made of silk and everything, which is going to be very exotic and beautiful and very modestly priced, right? So you can just get all these things and feel some beautiful energies in your house. So now getting back to this, see, this man is actually having two wands, right? So this is the two of wands energy that you have here, and over here you have him looking at the ocean, which is on the left hand side, and you have the land, which is there on the right hand side, which is all very positive. He's just like standing on top of the palace, right? Right on top of the palace is standing. He's just looking at the ocean. He's looking at the beautiful vast land is ahead of him, and he's all confident, He's dressed in silk, he has his robe, he has his cap, right? His hat or cap or what the hell is that? Right, the attire looks like very extravagant, so he's obviously someone who has a lot of power, authority, and extravagance, right? So this is also prosperity. Your world is gonna change, right? You're able to just look into the future. You can just plan and do and shape your future because you have a beautiful card like this, okay? Right next to the card for which I wanted the clarification, which was all dark energy. So that's what I have here. And the first two cards are very promising because they are just directly hitting home exactly the intuition, the intuitive ability that I'm bestowed with. Thankfully, humbly, I want to say these are going to be the truth very soon for my friend. Okay, now the next card that I had was this, which is in reverse. Okay, the Eight of Wands in reverse. So what does that signify? Then I got two Arcana cards, right? The Judgment card and the Star card. Okay, so this basically actually popped out when I was just thinking about myself. Like, you know, I want to give some right advice to my friend, and, you know, like, God, please, my beautiful God, God, you're my friend, and, you know, these beautiful angels who are in the sky and the spirit gods who are guiding me in every possible second of my life. Just give me something to just guide me to give the proper advice to my friend. This is what I asked him, and you know what? I'm an Aquarius. I am an Aquarian, okay? And this card is the Star card. And you, the Star card stands for Aquarius, okay? So this is Aquarius. And I was like so damn happy because I know I'm giving the right advice to my friend, okay? And if you guys are also like born around September, and if this is resonating with you, if it doesn't resonate, don't even care. You can just look for the other signs that you have in your charts, right? Like your rising and everything else, right? So if this resonates, please take some action, because you cannot just sit like that and just keep thinking as to what is happening in my life, okay? Why is it all doom gloom, and why am I not able to change anything? Do not think, act, okay? And this is the last card that I wanted for the entire reading, because I wanted to do an 8-card spread, right? 8-card spread, and this was the last, okay? This is a beautiful, beautiful energy, which I just loved, and I will just explain this just in a minute, right? One more thing that I wanted to tell you. I wanted to talk to you about the reverse card, right? The Eight of Wands in reverse. So sometimes if it had been a bride, I would have said that the stuff that she's gonna work for is gonna pay her big time. Okay? And those results are just gonna rush towards her in such a pace that she is going to fumble to just look at such results so early on, right? But this was in the reverse. So when it's in the reverse, things have a very different meaning. Okay, so Eight of Wands in the reverse, it's basically jealousy, okay, and lot of problems like disputes which is happening, exactly the stuff that happened for her, right? And even the conscience feeling really bad because your conscience is like hurting you, okay? Your conscience is hurting you badly. All right, so too many quarrels, and that's exactly what the energy is here, okay? But it's not something you have to really be worried about, because you can take this card to be something in the past, okay? Because this is what happened like few days back, and this energy is just gonna go. Just fight for it, okay? And change the energies which are governing your house. And if you have problems with, you don't know how to do some, cleansing inside the house and all that, you can drop a comment. I can really help you. So be sure to do that. And if you want an extended reading on this, you can please just look at the description box, right? And you can order for the extended reading, because if this resonates with you, I can really help you just bring and manifest the money which is just given in this Pentacle card, right? Excuse me. And also the Ace of Wands card, right? And in fact, like when I was clarifying this, I got this as well. Okay, one more thing that I wanted to say in all these cards is that you husband. Okay, so this is a very it's a very pinpointed reading for people who are married and who had the issues with their spouses, all right? Or maybe like your boyfriend also, you can take it like that. So if that has really been the problem and all that, let me assure you that whatever you're going to do is going to have an effect on ripple effect, yeah, ripple effect on your husband or your boyfriend, and he is going to feel bad, and he's going to get into making a fortune or making at least a reasonable living for himself. That's going to happen. Okay, so that's a saving grace. That's a beautiful energy which I just wanted. I just told this, you won't believe I just told this to my friend. I was just telling, just don't, because she kept on asking me this, like, so what happens to my husband, because I really want my husband to go and work. I said, so don't think about that, because that was my intuition talking. I was like, don't think about that. Think about yourself. Don't leave your work to others. You do it, okay? And the other thing shall follow. And if you're going to if the happiness is going to resonate in your house everywhere, if your children are going to be happy, if you're just going to watch all soaps and I don't know, whatever which makes you happy, comedy shows and stuff like that, and just have giggling and happiness and everything nice, and everything smells wonderful, everything looks beautiful in this house, when that's going to happen, he's going to miss it. He's going to just know what's going wrong in his life, what he's missing. So he would want to be a part of that, So that's how it's going to change, and I got in the reading as well, right? So now going to the Judgment card, right? So this is a very positive card. This is also something which promises a lot of growth. Okay, so the major arcana cards, yeah, you have 2 major arcana cards over here. So the first one being the Judgment, which has come with this Wands card, which was in reverse, right? So what is with the Judgment card? Your position is going to change. Everything is going to change, really, for the better. It's really going to change. You're going to have a change in your possession. It's going to be renewal. Everything is going to change. It's going to just be renewed, okay? And the outcome is going to be wonderful, okay? So you actually could see pinpointing 3 cards, one after the other, and even this. So 4 cards actually talking about prosperity, money, and just moving ahead by just making or tweaking certain things in your life. And business or trade, if you want to start something, if you just want to start a beauty parlor, you want to start a salon, you want to just have a fashion boutique or something to start with, or you want to do what the hell, I don't know, anything, make paper plates, I don't know what the hell. You do anything, dude, like, you just do it, okay? Just don't sit without doing anything, because if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna take the leap of faith and just move on it, well, it's gonna give you lots of wonderful answers, and you're gonna just love this journey. All right, the last the Star card, which is a very Aquarian energy, so looking into the future is just bright, okay? This is my card, I know that. This is just me. I'm so driven, I just can't sit around even for one day. If I just if I just don't do something in a day, I feel, oh my god, my whole damn day is wasted. What the hell? Oh, I should die, This is what I feel. So this is very Aquarian. Aquarian denotes the future. Okay, so your future is just gonna be fantastic and bright. Just do the necessary. This was the last card that I took out for you. This is also very, very beautiful. It's a 5 of Wands. Just look at this beautiful card. Look at him. Just concentrate on him. He has 2 swords in his hands, and there is 2, which is just down. You have 2 men behind him, and he has 1 sword in his hand, just kept to the ground. Okay, so basically he's just fought with the other people. They've just dropped their swords. They've just accepted defeat, and here he is victorious but really tired, taking 2 swords in his hand and 1 just kept on the ground. All right, so this is exactly what's happening over here. Your battles are on. You're gonna have a battle. You are the person who's going to be the winner. You're the warrior. Just fight for it. Just fight and get the hell out of this darkness, okay? Be it your husband or your boyfriend, just put him inside a box and just throw him into the darkness that he wants to just be in, okay? Just don't get inside the box yourself. Please, excuse me. Let that box be dark, okay? You don't get inside that. Alright, so if you guys want an extended reading, I can do another spread and just explain the intricate details. If you want, you can do that. You can purchase it. I have just put it down. And see, there are very few things I have right now, and I really would appreciate if you can just make some donations, because I really want to get a lot of things for my channel so that I can just reach out and help as many people as possible and just make too many friends in this world. I love you guys. Absolutely. And I want to just touch every single person in this planet through words and connection. All right, so if you can just make some any gifts or any donations, it's gonna be really highly appreciated. You can just Paytm, or you can just use PayPal, or I've just given all the things in the description box, right? And thank you so much. And yes, I will be doing some readings as a bonus. Also, I'll see you guys later. Okay, bye, lots of love. Subscribe, do not forget to subscribe, and please drop the comments if it resonated with you. Wonderful. If it didn't, something else should. All right, lots of love. Bye.